Hi, I just want to talk about, how I'm doing and, like these days, not these days, like in these, like 2 days, like I haven't been confident about my English, just because I haven't kind of speaking English. So I just want to practice, I just want to practice English, because I didn't really have opportunity to speak English yet. So let me speak and let me just talk about something or talk about or just review what I learned from shit. What I learned from shit. Why this kind of bell so loud? It's okay. Yeah. So let me talk about that. So the first thing I want to talk about, I haven't actually, by the way, I haven't been talking about, like what's happening, what's going on in my daily life. So I just want to talk about that, you know. Yeah, let me talk about that. So, when it comes to that, actually, yeah, the reason I didn't really have confidence about, my English is that, the topic the topic we learned is getting more difficult and difficult, so that it's kind of really make me kind of it's kind of unable to it's kind of unable to it's kind of really difficult for me to speak English really fluently, because the topic is really difficult, that kind of thing. Yeah, it's almost like impossible, like to talk fluently and find the word that is kind of appropriate when it comes to the difficult topic like economic, or like you know actually I can't even talk about economy in Japan, sorry, Japanese. Shit, how am I gonna make a mistake like that? But it's okay. And sometimes like when I talk about something, the volume of my speaking is just getting low. So yeah, that kind of thing happened, and I think this is problem that is problem for me, because I didn't really tell anyone that that kind of a like the lack of confidence. So but just I just got the review from my teacher, in the last session, in the last course session, and she rated me really well, like in terms of like speaking and kind of I forgot, in terms of speaking and listening. But from the I think that's kind of a really difficult thing that for me to like think about myself, like objectively. So yeah, because it's kind of almost like impossible to think about or think of myself like objectively, because this is me, this is myself, you know what I mean. And I feel like since when I since I came here, I haven't been feeling like I belong to the community. So I'm kind of looking for the community that I can belong to. Like when I was in Japan, back in Japan, I used to have a lot, but like in the COVID, I lost a lot of communities, because of the because of the kind of a difficult time that I've been through. I have kind of a in a in the time of like, oh, I cannot do this, or like lack of confidence time, term. So yeah, I think this is the first time I talk about myself, or I talk about my history, like what I've been through or something like that, or what I what I have what I have gone through, like in the like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, or like right now. Yeah, actually, yeah, and I'm gonna post it. I wanna post it. I'd like to post it. This on on YouTube. So yeah, that's because I don't really That's because I want to express myself to something, to the world, not to the world, but to people, that I know. They wouldn't understand, but some of them that can understand English, might watch it. So if they watch it, I would been kind of a understood by them. So that would be kind of a that will relax me, and I still have 10 minutes to talk about. Yeah, I got a lot of things I want to talk about, like these days, like especially like in this session, like I've skipped class. Sorry, I skipped class like 3 times. Not 3 times. Not 3 times, like 4 times. So it's kind of a really hard thing for me. And when I speak English, I don't really talk, in loud voice, because I don't like to talk in front of a lot of people. And also, like when I talk with somebody, I usually talk like I usually talk with a really close distance, in a really close distance. So yeah, that's kind of that makes me really hard to speak loudly, speak out loud. Yeah, but I really love that. Love the fact that no one is gonna watch, no one is gonna look at me like in the way, like, oh, you're pathetic, or like, oh, you don't have confidence. So that kind of thing, that kind of eye they have, like pathetic eye. Not pathetic eye, just in the way that they look at me, in the pathetic eye, like they look at me, like I know that they are feeling my feelings. They can empathize, what I'm feeling sometimes, but I don't really want that. I just want people not to care, that kind of thing. Yeah, it's been a while since I last talked in front of the PC, because there's something wrong with the PC system. So I cannot really record like more than 10 minutes. I think I feel like once I kind of once I like right now there's a whole screen on the there's on my face in the whole screen, but if I switch it to like Google Chrome, like for like 2 seconds, it's gonna cut, it's gonna stop recording it immediately, after just switching it. I don't know why, but right now I have a dictionary on the phone, so that doesn't matter anymore. Yeah. And today I just walked out with my chest and the part that to stretch out my arm, like here, the muscle to stretch out my kind of arm, like here. And I also walked out the core part of the body. I didn't walk out back, but the front part workout. I just got the water in my nose, I would say. Yeah, it's been really hard for me. It's not hard, but the hardest thing for me is that, maybe for everyone, but sometimes, like when I'm here, I don't feel like I belong to some community. That is the hardest thing for me. and I really want some community. And I know that, like a language school, like no one has a community to, no one has like a fixed community, you know, to hang out with. But like when it comes to, when it comes to what people always want something, something to belong, something that they belong to, right? And I just really want that in here. And that's gonna, I'm pretty sure that's gonna help me to feel better, you know. And sometimes, like, it's been like 2 months since I came here, and sometimes I don't really feel like I got better, in the way of like speaking English and listening to English. But like from my teacher just told me, from my teacher like telling me, and the other teacher telling me, or like the my friends, I've got like some friends in here, of course. And some of my friends just told me that, like, I'm getting better. So I feel like I'm getting better, like, compared to, just after I came here. Now let me talk about, just what I've learned, or let me review what I've learned, like, just for 4 minutes. Yep. And I'd like to post it before, before going to work. So maybe work is better. Work. So I don't have to be kind of stressed, or like, I don't have to feel any pressure about talking, because no one's gonna judge me, because no one's gonna think about, and I don't care if anyone just think I'm not good at those things. Do you think I look better? Do you think I look good? I don't think so. And I just like to meet Jay because of nothing, just a hunch. In the blink of an eye. Have a heart, bro. Have a heart, bro. Have a heart, bro. Have a heart, bro. Like, in the blink of an eye means like immediately. Or like when it comes to like if Key just works really efficiently, like he can cook kimchi, seafood pancake, in the blink of an eye, like just after putting the order, on the system. Just blink of an eye, in the blink of an eye. And have a heart means like be nice, be kind, like when someone do something crucial to somebody, or like when someone being unkind, or like when I was little, I used to be really unkind to my younger sister, and my parents always said to me that, like, you have to have a heart. That's not the thing that normal person do, normal people do, something like that, bro. A bundle of nerves. What does it mean? Somebody who is extremely anxious or tense. A bundle of nerves. A lot of nerves. Ooh. And I think the best thing I can do to get my feeling better, or to get myself better, is that just just studying and find somebody that I can belong to, or that find somebody who really likes me. I mean, in a way that in the friendly way, not the kind of a romance way. I have a girlfriend, so yeah. But that's really hard to me, and that has to be the foreigner. That cannot be Japanese, because if that's the case, I cannot talk about. I cannot talk in English. I have to talk in Japanese. I don't like that. So yeah. And anyway, that I have to I had to post it on YouTube. So bye.